breakthrough moment because that victory will launch them up the standings. This is the PVL, the heart of volleyball.
Step aside, I own this night. 차가운 시선도 out of sight. Pulse in my vein, it's electric gold. 내 불빛은 never cold. Light it up, no turning back. 세상 내 무대 track. 숨길 수 없어 내 vibe, so real the energy you gonna feel. I'm invincible, nothing can break me. Limitless flow, don't try to chase me. Crash like a wave, wild and free. 이 무대 위, I'm all you see. Invincible, na 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 na. Na 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 na. Invincible, na 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 na. Na 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 na. 늦지 않아.
Dinty Amson and the rest of the Signal Super Spikers are having a heck of an all-Filipino conference so far, getting themselves at the top of the standings, while Chini Arroyo and the rest of ZUS Coffee will for sure play their hearts out today because they want to improve their standings, which is right now at the bottom. So that is going to be our game today, our first game here at San Juan in Sports Central. Here at Phil Oil, we have the Signal Super Spikers going up against the ZUS Thunderbells, and later on this evening, we have another game between the PLDT High-Speed Hitters and the Farm Fresh Foxies. It is another great Thursday for volleyball. My name is Chikiro Puno with my partner Ayala Estraniero, and of course, we already heard from Lexi Rodriguez. We have a three-woman panel today on Women's Month. Why not? Yes, yes. So this is what we're looking at. As I said, Lexi, no, we have somebody. We have the team at the top and the team at the bottom. But like you said, with the PVL, you'll never know.
Yes.
Anything can change. Ayala, if we look closer at the standings, we're going to see actually there are more than just ZUS with 4 wins.
Yep.
Diba? So that's a little sticky.
And for ZUS Coffee, they want that breakthrough win again. They want to go back to the winning column. But for Signal also, they are coming off a loss. They want to get back to the winning column. But they are still sitting right on top of the standings at 4 and 2. But they want to keep that spot. But for ZUS Coffee, they have struggled to find their rhythm here. They are in a 3-game losing streak, and we are in the tail end of the preliminaries. So they want to rank up their wins and that confidence that they will need moving forward in the next parts of the tournament.
Yeah, but look at those numbers. Like I said, it's actually 3 teams with 4 wins right now. And the top 4, that's really what everybody is aiming for, like you mentioned, no, Ayel. Pero we're about halfway through, and that's the thing about the PVL. You'll never know what's going to happen from here on out. I think that is what ZUS is trying to do, to turn the corner. But this team, Signal, I mean, they are exactly where they want to be, performing exactly how they want. Particularly the 2 girls that we just showed. We're talking about, of course, Vanny Gandler and Erica Santos, who broke their 20-point threshold just last game.
Yeah, exactly. The 1-2 punch of Signal, Gandler and Santos again shoulder the load in scoring for the Super Spikers. Both players with 23 points despite Akari's stable net defense. Gandler and Santos were relentless with their power hits, but it was also possible because of the connection Kayuna has with them. But for today, they will really need a team effort to get back to the winning column and get their 5th win.
Ah, that's right. And, you know, Vanny Gander, of course, we know her. We've seen her play with the national team. But it's really Erica Santos who she doesn't even look like she is relatively new to the team because she seems to fit right in. I think, Lexi, I think that's a story with Erica. And she, it's as if she was born to be part of the Signal Super Spikers.
Yeah, you know, Tita Chiki and Ayel, she was telling me earlier before we started the game that all throughout her career, she really never felt this comfortable.
Yeah.
Ever talaga. So with Signal, that connection with the team, that's why, Ayel, you were saying something about that team connection, how it's very, very important right at this moment because they really need to win. They really need to stay on top. And while they had a loss earlier with Akari, it's, they're at the top 3 players in serving. There's Tintiam Zon that I also got the chance to talk to, and she said that with their fight with Akari, she takes full accountability with a few points that were lost in the last few moments of that game. And that is why it's now or never for Signal, because for them, they're really trying to play like it's their last game day for the team.
Now, there you go on your screens. Again, Lexi mentioned earlier, 3 players on the top 10 of serving. Yes, they lost against Akari, but they tried to compensate in their lack of offense and their strength in their serving, and that's something they want to bank on again today, because ZUS Coffee also has a good defense, so they want to put them out of system.
Yeah, well, with those 3 players that we showed you at the top of the serving stat in that department, and actually number 1 also in receiving, number 2 in receiving. So that's a Signal right now. Of course, you talked about the loss that they came from. Let's talk a little bit about ZUS now. Like we said, it has been a struggle for them. Of course, the loss of AC Minor has been a blow to ZUS Coffee Thunderbells. But Risa Nogales, I think, is ready for the challenge. I mean, she has been showing good numbers since the start of the conference.
Exactly. I mean, ZUS Coffee having tough assignments so far, coming off a loss from PLDT today, facing Signal. But Risa Nogales has been the most consistent player for them. 2nd best scorer for her squad, 9th in serving, 3rd in blocking. So Nogales always makes her presence felt, especially in the blocking department. And they will need that today because they're facing a Signal team who has a lot of firepower.
Yeah, Ayel and Lexi, we were talking about this also off the air kanina, no? Yun na nga, yung pinapag-usapan mo, sino ba yung mga pinaka-unpredictable? I think ZUS will count as one of the, the biggest dark horses. We've seen them rise through the ranks in past conferences. Na bigla na lang, nandyan na sila sa quarterfinals, nandun na sila sa finals for the reinforced. I think they're just waiting for that moment.
Yeah, so, Tito Gigi, the team was telling me about this. The pressure that they had from the past conferences, they think that it's getting to them to perform well, especially ending up in the runners-up back in the conference before this one, this All-Filipino. They were telling me about that, I think sometimes when you get to that moment, it takes you back and you kind of think, oh, how do we step up from that? How do we move forward from that? And that's the same conversation that I had with Eliza Eroa also, who's been, she's been doing the heavy lifting for ZUS Coffee as well in terms of the defense, the floor defense. And while that conversation that I had with her, she said that they can be used to this losing streak because for them it does get to a point. It does get to a point where you find that kind of complacency, that kind of comfort that we can't just lose all the time. They really need to step up and see who can their go-to player be, especially at this moment in time in this conference. And that is why we'll definitely see more defense plays, and that is why that brings us to our Pilipinas Live poll question of the day. To our PL watchers on the Pilipinas Live app, we have an exclusive poll for you, and that question is, which libero will command the floor? Now we got our number 216s here from the Signal Super Spikers. We have Dawn Katindig, or is it the ZUS Coffee Thunderbells, Eliza Eroa?
Oh my! So, I just realized that's another thing that we're going to watch out for today. We've got the last conference is Best Libero, and I mean, what else do we say about Dawn Katindig? So that's another highlight today. And here's another highlight that we're going to leave you before we get started with this game. We have a rookie rap featuring today Erin Pangilinan talking to her ate Jackie Acuña about what it's been like as a rookie with Signal. Watch this.
Erin, I'm your host for today and I have questions for you. So let's go, baby.
Let's go!
Number 1, ready ka na ba?
Ready na ako, ate.
How have you seen yourself grow in your rookie years?
Nakita ko sa sarili ko na ang dami ko pang pwedeng matutunan. Yun nga yung laging sinasabi ni Coach Shaq na yung baso natin kailangan i-empty natin para makapag-improve tayo, especially yung self-growth din.
Siyempre, alam ko naman na mag-grow ka talaga kay Coach Shaq. Ako ngayon pumunta kay Coach Shaq, talagang mas bongga ka pa talaga nung pumunta dito. Ikaw, nandiyan na yung skills mo, nandiyan yung talino mo sa paglalaro, and more to come, baby.
Yes, give me more.
How have your ates and teammates helped you grow in the PVL?
Sobrang dali for me na makapag-adjust kasi not only you ate, especially everyone ng mga ates ko, talagang ina-accompany nila ako, ina-accompany nyo ako. Every time na may questions ako, talagang very approachable kayo na hindi nyo basta-basta hayaan ako maligaw, ganon. Basta i-guide nyo ako anyway.
Since this is your last conference as a rookie, what do you want to prove in the PVL?
Yung as a team, nagja-gel tayo and talagang lalaban tayo kahit anumang mangyari, kahit anumang challenges, buo tayo as a team.
What is your message to your ates and teammates for this conference?
Magtiwala lang tayo sa bawat isa and kahit anong ups and down natin, huwag natin kakalimutan kung ano yung hugot natin from last conference and kung ano yung gusto natin ma-aim this conference. Kahit anong bagyo man ang dumating sa atin, there's
Yes.
always rainbows and butterflies at the
Yes.
end of it.
Rainbow.
Yes.
Tara na!
Let's go, Te!
Ladies and gentlemen, this is match number 29 in the PVL All-Filipino Conference 2026. This matchup features the Signal Super Spikers and the ZUS Coffee Thunderbells. And now our officials for this match, our first referee, Joven Racelis, national referee. The second referee is Daniel Palada, national referee. And now let's meet the starters. First for the Signal Super Spikers. Middle blocker from the National University, number 2, Rose Doria Aquino. Outside spiker from the Ateneo de Manila University, number 5, Vanny Candler. Outside spiker from Adamson University, number 6, Ishi Lalongisip. Opposite hitter from De La Salle University, number 8, Erica Santos. Middle blocker from NU, number 11, Jackie Acuna. Center from the Far Eastern University, number 22, Jel Cayuna. Starting libero, number 16, from De La Salle University, team captain, Don Macandili Katindig. Head coach for Signal is Shaq De Los Santos. And now the starters for the ZUS Coffee Thunderbells. Center from the College of St. Benil, number 21, team captain Floan Mondoñedo. Middle blocker from De La Salle University, number 3, Thea Gagate. Opposite hitter from Central Philippines University, number 8, Jovelyn Gonzaga. Outside spiker from the National University, number 10, Chini Arroyo. Middle blocker from the University of the East, number 19, Riza Nogales. Outside spiker from NU, number 23, Ces Robles. Starting libero from San Sebastian College Recoletos, number 16, Eliza Eroa. Head coach for ZUS Coffee is Jerry Yee. This game is held under the supervision and regulation of the Games and Amusements Board. It is Signal versus ZUS Coffee. This is the PVL.
The starters for the Signal Super Spikers, same set of girls who started in the game before. 5-set loss, a painful one for Signal against Akari. And for the ZUS Thunderbells, we've got, looks like it's the same 6. Oh, except for perhaps, I think it is Princess Robles starting today in place of, who was it? It was Fiola Ceballos the other time. So a little different mix here for ZUS. We talked about it, Ayel, at the top of the coverage. ZUS just waiting to turn that corner to see if they can go back to their winning ways. Of course, medyo handicapped, a lot handicapped talaga. They're feeling the pinch, the crunch with the absence of AC Biden, who's going to be gone for a while. That shin injury is going to take her out for a few months.
So ZUS Coffee will really need to find other players to step up in terms of scoring.
And meantime, we know that Signal, although they are at the top of the standings, suffered a loss right before this game.
5-setter loss against Akari. They have been up and down the past few weeks. They had a statement win against PLDT, then lost to Akari. They are desperate for a bounce-back win today as Roslyn Doria Aquino closing down Thea Gagate.
That's one-on-one right there. Right away, a defensive block. Of course, Thea Gagate is a marked man for sure. The #1 draft pick. Everybody's watching her moves. Underhanded set for Erica Santos from the right pin, and that is going to be the first point for ZUS. Care of that error.
Santos had a slow start against Akari in their previous match. That's something she doesn't want to happen today.
3 points for Thea Gagate, and that 3-set loss to PLDT high-speed hitters. And we talked about how Signal is a big serving team, but look who scores the first service ace.
Thea Gagate, also one of the lethal servers on the side of ZUS Coffee.
Oh, unfortunately, an error after an ace.
Both teams still trying to find their rhythm
Serving for
here.
the Super Spikers, Rose Doria Aquino.
Good first ball. Mondoñedo giving it to Gonzaga. Comfortable from the right pin. But she is dug by Cayuna there. And another easy point for Vanny Gandler this time.
And that was an excellent attack coming from Gandler and out of system, but still able to get that point.
Again, a good first ball. And that's Arroyo. We're seeing good defense. But that one got away from Jackie Acuña. Lalong Isip tried, kept the ball in play. And ZUS Coffee's right there with Signal.
Keeping it really close. There you go, that stretch from Lalong Isip to keep that rally alive. But unfortunately, no second touch there.
Tough serve, but good first ball. And that one is called inside. So a good idea for Signal to go long. And everybody contributing now. 1 point apiece now from Doria Aquino, one from Vanny Gandler. Ishi scored the first point, and Jackie Acuña now.
Yeah, but there's going to be a challenge on the side of ZUS Coffee. Ball in, ball out challenge. They are convinced otherwise.
Well, we saw the ball go pretty deep, like very close to the end zone over there. But this is an early challenge.
Yeah, all players going to the coaching staff saying that it was a ball out. But we'll have to rely on the cameras for this.
So Signal is 4-2. Let's see. Oh! Labas nga. It was called inside.
Good challenge there for ZUS Coffee.
Well, that is on their side of the court after all. So they feel like they had a good look at that ball. And that one's in.
Yeah.
That one, no question. So nakabawi naman si Vanny Gandler. But again, Zeus just keeping it close. We have not seen rallies yet. I think both teams taking their time na nagpapainit pa.
Good exchanges so far, especially in terms of offense.
And that one gets past Gandler. So Risa Nogales will get her first point via that running attack.
Ayun, Mondoñedo and Cayuna just having a balanced playmaking. This time it's the turn of Nogales to go for that running attack. Both setters making sure everyone is involved in terms of offense.
Oh, good serve. But Gandler is dug by Aroa. And that one outside. We're seeing a good reflex action here from Zeus, making a play out of that. Of course, Aroa, we said we would watch out for her. And it's an Aroa katindig kind of game. Yeah. Good first ball. Arroyo manages to get a hand on it. Oh, and that's very smart. And now Cayuna is on the scoreboard.
Yeah, really smart move there coming from Cayuna. But great dig there coming from Arroyo just to keep the rally alive. But Cayuna playing it smart, throwing it right at the corner pocket. No one there for Zeus Coffee.
Or even at 6 apiece. Perfect pass. Ceballos will score her first point.
Again, we're just exchanging points here in the start of set number 1. Both teams having the right answers to each other.
Now serving Risa Nogales.
So Ceballos came off the bench and she scores right away.
7-all.
Now 7-all.
Service error there coming from Nogales. Another dead ball here.
You know, that's 2 service errors already for Zeus, and in the situation that they're in, they can't afford the errors really at the serve. Yung mga uncontested na ganun.
They want to stay consistent. But so far, they have played efficient offense here.
And good distribution here for Zeus. They are up by 1 at our first technical timeout.
Welcome back, PVL fans. We're still at the first technical timeout of the first set of the Zeus Coffee Thunderbells going against Signal Super Spikers. And you know what? A really common question amongst these players that we have is how do you get your head in the game? Well, earlier on today, Vanny shared with me that interestingly, while this is a game of volleyball, the most interesting thing about she has read just recently is the book of the inner game of tennis, because this helps her stay present while she trusts her instincts and she blocks out the distractions that, and currently that is also really translating into her game today. She looks calm, she looks focused as ever, and also confident as she continues to contribute offensively for her team here in the first set. Well, hopefully we'll see more action from the rest of the teammates of the Signal Super Spikers. Shiki and AL?
Very interesting indeed as we take a look at the score here. Zeus Coffee remains on top by a point. The inner game of tennis.
Yeah.
Itong sports psychologist sa tabi ko, alam na alam niya yan. Something that I'm sure you're familiar with. And just coming into the game with your head in place and your mind in the right place as well. Jove Gonzaga, that one is outside. I mean, yeah, the mental game just as important as the physical, technical one.
And it really shows whenever players are starting to doubt themselves. You'll see some faulty executions, but so far both teams really clean with their executions.
Gonzaga going cross court. A very dangerous job, Gonzaga, from the right pin.
Exactly, especially when that angle of cross court is opened up. But this time, take a look at that angle of Job Gonzaga.
Sikip nun, naiwasan pa rin talaga niya yung two-man block. Veteran right there. Perfect pass. And Lori Aquino using her left hand for that kill.
A good adjustment there from Doria Aquino. Almost did not connect with Cayuda, but still able to find a way to score.
Oh, that was tough. This is going to be a broken play. Good heads up from Nogales, but that one is a check ball in favor of Signal.
And Cayuna is really blessed with wing attackers who are capable of attacking from out of system, because so far Signal has struggled to really get that ball comfortably to Jel Cayuna.
Oh! Denial right there. Talk about adjustment.
Yeah.
One, sabi nila, sige, we will let you through, Job Gonzaga, but then we will get you the second time, and that's second offensive block for Signal.
Yeah, really adjusting their net defense, closing down that cross-court angle of Job Gonzaga.
And the regalo, so points just pouring in now for Signal.
Momentum
take
on the
over the
side.
lead. Yeah.
Of Signal right now. Again, serving is one of their strong suits here.
Yeah, they're actually also second best receiving team, but you said that they've been struggling a bit. Oh, wow. But the digging has been excellent. Ooh, look at those saves by Signal. And it's called inside. And in that last pass, Signal really deserved that point. They worked hard for that one.
Really scrappy. The ball really close to the floor. All players diving just to keep that one alive. But another challenge here for ZUS Coffee.
Yeah, that ball dropped at the far end of the court, far away from the coaching staff. So tingnan natin kung tama yung tawag nila. But that was one of the more exciting exchanges we've seen so far, Aiel.
The Signal convinced that it did went in, but ZUS Coffee was saying that nope, it was out. But yeah, both teams really working hard in their floor defense.
At the end of the first technical timeout, ZUS was up by a point. So this is Signal making their move here. This is the biggest lead that they're seeing so far in this first set. And we're waiting for the results of this ball-in, ball-out challenge. Great defense. You know, looking at the stats, if you base it just on the numbers, the digging of Signal has not been the best. They are the 9th placers and second to last in digging. But today, that stat will improve.
They're trying to polish up that in that department. So far, keeping some rallies alive.
Taking a while for them to get that video back. Aba. Kabuhok pero labas nga yata. And that is the second successful challenge from ZUS Coffee. Look at
Good call
Coach
so far.
Jerry.
Yeah.
Parang
He's
so
happy
sure.
for
Dead
sure.
ma. Oo, alam ko yan. Yeah, he's so sure about those challenges. So the adjustment now in the score gives Signal a 2-point advantage, but the ball is now with ZUS Coffee.
Double sub in.
Yeah,
Sait
seeing
and
them.
Troncoso.
Veterans, si Sait now will do the...
1 point, Risa Nogales.
Sait is going to be doing the playmaking now. And a question that Lexi was asking in the beginning of the coverage also, who is going to be the go-to? Who will spark the change or will be the catalyst for ZUS Coffee?
But so far, it has been balance on the side of ZUS Coffee. Everyone chipping in points.
And Gandler
Off the
playing
hands for
efficient
Fanny
volleyball.
Gandler.
Already 5 points for her, and nothing spectacular.
Yeah.
She's just doing her job, getting the point.
Going for those power attacks. Good decision that time to go in between the blockers. She was blocked earlier by Nogales.
Good serve.
Oh, good dig.
Yeah, katindig there with that save. And again, Gandler.
Fanny Gandler.
Tumatabo.
Yeah.
Sunod-sunod ang puntos ni Vanny Gandler.
Stepping on the gas right now is Vanny Gandler. Going down the line, finding that hole.
Yeah, this time clean. Able to evade the blockers. Talked about her 23 points from that last game against Akari. And Aroa tried, couldn't do it. Couldn't keep the ball in play, and that's an ace. And a timeout. Or second technical timeout with Signal up by 4. Back in San Juan, in Volleyball Central, Chiquiro Puno with Ayala Sonero, Lexi Rodriguez also joining us in our coverage. And all of a sudden, a 4-point lead for Signal. Jel Cayuna, of course, leading the charge here. Look at the numbers there, 23 excellent sets and 7 big points against Akari in that 5-setter. Still a loss for Signal's Super Spikers, so they are coming in here today trying to avenge the results of that last game.
And again, Jel Cayuna, one of the veteran setters here in the PVL. She has been with Signal for quite some time already, and you can see how comfortable she is.
Let's take a look at the spike of the set brought to you by Duncan. Pasalubong ng Bayan. Explosion! Chini Arroyo.
Much needed there for ZUS Coffee just to up the intensity
Yeah.
a little bit, as Signal has been controlling and leading.
Oh, good stop. Another chance, though. Great heads up there by Arroyo. We have a rally. Gandler going up. And Saet setting up the right pin here. Play continues. One more time for Chini Arroyo. And Gandler working hard at the net. And there's the payoff right there.
Vanny Gandler really staying solid in that net defense and out of system set to Troncoso that time. Arroyo trying to chase that one to keep that rally alive.
That's 7 for Vanny Gandler.
Solid start here for Gandler.
23 points, like we said, in that last game against Akari. She and Erica Santos both with identical points, 23. And now she's playing good defense too. All-around game for Gandler. That one is all outside, it seems. Oh no, it's going to be given to Signal. Is there going to be a challenge? Yet again, because you see ZUS, the players are saying it was out.
It was a cross-court attack coming from Santos. She's been quiet for a while here in set number 1. ZUS feeling very sure that it sailed out. As you mentioned earlier, Chicky, already 2 successful challenges for ZUS Coffee in that ball-in, ball-out challenge. Let's see if they'll be able to get another successful.
Yeah, it's hard to tell from our angle, but that's one of Erica Santos' favorite plays. And you're right, she's been limited to 2 points only so far. Where will it drop? Ooh! Ayan talaga, it kissed the line. It just kissed the line. And that is the first unsuccessful challenge. Ganun pa rin naman yung expression ni Coach Jerry. Whether successful or unsuccessful.
You can never read what he's thinking.
That's right. Five-point lead for Signal.
Good dig again.
Lalong isip is Doug. Robles back on the court. Troncoso. Solid blocking coming from Signal.
That net defense. Staying with Fiola Ceballos. All angles closed that time.
Timeout, ZUS Coffee.
Pero pwede mo yung daw nila, Chi. Sige. Sige, stop tayo. Malaki pa yan. Sa atin.
That's a 6-point lead. Pretty comfortable for Signal, particularly at this stage of the game.
ZUS Coffee earlier was able to keep up with the pace of Signal, but right now Signal playing faster volleyball. ZUS Coffee could not find some answers yet.
Interesting in that timeout. Not a word from Coach Jerry. It's just the girls talking amongst themselves. Inside said the lines judge. No challenge from Signal, so that's going to be a point for ZUS. Good response to that timeout.
PVL scoring right away, coming off the bench. No one attempting on the defense for Signal.
Oh, and Troncoso just kind of allowed that ball to drop.
Yeah. She was the only one facing that ball for the third touch, but hesitating yet again.
Serving for the Super
So
Spikers.
it is Signal
Jackie Acuña.
controlling the set here in the tail end.
Oh, that looked good. And Peña Fiel there, exploding from the left pin.
Yeah, 2 points right away off the bench. Also a good set coming from Chisa at leaving Peña Fiel with only one blocker.
Re-entering the game for ZUS Coffee. The brave Dominic Gonzaga, number 21.
Peña Fiel, and we've also already seen Chisaet.
Serving for the Thunderbells.
And also other different Troncoso also coming off the bench. So different combination of players on the court here for ZUS.
Yeah, Coach Jerry really finding the right mix of players. Meanwhile, Signal again sticking to their core. Execution getting better and better as Doria Aquino going for that be quick.
That one's over. That one's gone. And Signal will get their 23rd point.
Yeah, back-to-back points for Doria Aquino again. Jel Cayuna is a good server, forcing that regalo from Jov Gonzaga, and Roslyn Doria Aquino ready to deliver the point.
Tough serves from Cayuna. Good pass there from Gandler. Robles gets it up. Ball still alive. Chance here for Signal. Right pin.
Ooh.
Wow, what a stop there by Aroa. One-handed. Back row attack. Short Gonzaga kept it up. Peña Fiel is stopped.
Long rally.
Wow! Look at that sweep there from Gandler, and Robles is there. Walang makapatay kung hindi si Jov Gonzaga. And that is often how we see these rallies end when Jov Gonzaga's on the floor.
Yeah. Who else will you go to in those long rallies but your veteran attacker in Jov Gonzaga? Well-placed shot.
Yeah. After that big, did you see that big save by Gonzaga?
Yeah, really stretching.
Yeah. Ooh! And that one too deep. Hindi na itaas dito sa likod sa ZUS.
Number 17, Fiona Ceballos.
And
Great
still a 7-point lead.
Activation so far coming from Jel Cayuna.
Serving for Signal, Ishi Laloise.
Just 2 more points. Signal needs to take this opening frame. Chance here for Signal. Will this be point number 24? Indeed, coming from Ishi Lalong from the back row. Third point for Ishi.
Balanced playmaking so far coming from Jelka Yuna. We've mentioned all the attackers now on the side of Signal.
Robles, nice swing. Better stop by Katindig, but heads up there. Agate, of course, she has the height advantage for sure.
She is the tallest player on the court right now. You can't get that regalo straight to her hands. That's going to be an easy outing for the Thunderbells.
3 points for Gagate. Ball still alive. Cayuna giving it to Gandler. Nice stop by Ceballos there. Robles getting it off the hands and keeping her team alive.
Yeah, and ZUS Coffee starting to look more organized and cohesive here. A good dig and a good set going to Ces Robles, challenging the hands of Erica Santos.
Floater. Katindig took care of that one. And that is going to be the game point coming from Doria Aquino. 25-18 is the final count in this opening frame. Signal takes set number 1. And Ayala and I will return to talk more about that set after the break. $25-18. It was not that easy in the beginning for Signal. ZUS kept in steps with the Super Spikers until midway when Signal was able to create separation and just stayed with that momentum, winning this first set handily.
Yeah, exactly. For Signal, it was all about finding their flow, finding the rhythm. Once they were able to do it, Signal just cruising through set number 1 again with better digging, better passing. Jelka Yuna just able to choose the right attacker at the right time. For ZUS Coffee, yes, there were some sparks, a lot of players coming off the bench and delivering some points, but again, it was all about consistency for Signal. As you see the numbers on your screens, 6 more attack points for the Super Spikers. They have 17 against the 11 of the Thunderbells. Blocking also on the side of the Super Spikers. They have 4 against the 1 of the Thunderbells. And Signal even committing more errors. They have 5 against the 3 of ZUS Coffee. For ZUS Coffee, it will be about consistency, especially on that service line. A couple of errors on that end really hurting the momentum that they were trying to build.
Yeah, those errors, a couple of those from the service line, but that is something that ZUS really wants to see. They have to play a clean game and make Signal really earn their points. And looking at the numbers here, and actually Signal has not even brought any of the players off the bench. They're sticking to the first 6. We'll see if we are going to see more of their players come in after that first set win. You're talking, Ayala, about really Coach Jerry struggling to find the right combination of players here on the ZUS Thunderbell side.
Again, they are on a 3-game losing streak. Their assignments has been tough. They're coming off a loss against PLDT. They are facing the top team so far in Signal. They will have to dig deep here. Players really need to step up their offense. They will need a lot of firepower because intensity and aggressiveness also has been high on the side of Signal.
Last game, it was a straight set win by PLDT against ZUS. It was only Jov Gonzaga in double digits in that game. Erica Santos sneaking in a point there, just using her head.
Signal had the 40% attacking efficiency in set number 1. Again, all players just quick to deliver those points. So defense really has to step up here in the side of ZUS Coffee.
That was a tough serve. Pasok! That was tough, but the perfect target there for Chini Arroyo, right in the corner pocket there, zone 5.
And the rare misjudgment on the side of Don Macantili Katindig, letting that go at the last second.
Ako, namnamin nyo na yan, Zeus. That doesn't happen often with Don. Perfect dig there by Robles. Good. Good play by Gonzaga, just pushing it off the hands of Signal's blocker.
Really vet moves there for Jov Gonzaga. All angles close, but still able to utilize the blockers.
Saw service ace from Tia Gagate already. Those are good floater serves. Santos again with a soft, and Rita Nogales knew better, hindi napakagat.
And not the best option to challenge Nogales, who has been a formidable blocker for ZUS Coffee. Currently 3rd in blocking overall.
That's a good serve, but look at the transition here from Signal.
Even when they scramble in defense, Jel Cayuna gets to stabilize their offense. A good bump set to Roslyn Doria Aquino. And Doria Aquino also finding the corner pocket open.
Yeah, a lot of 7 points already for the middle blocker. So definitely being utilized today. Gonzaga. Doug. And Gandler again, just pushing the ball in. Another easy point for Vanny Gandler.
Yeah, anything Jel Cayuna is setting right now, her attackers has been scoring. But good play that time. Nogales staying a little bit with Acuna with a loose block that time.
Outside, good read there by Cesc Robles, letting that one go.
Yeah, that service error will give ZUS Coffee a 1-point lead here in the start.
Floater. Lalong isip to carry that one. Whoop! Bumalik! And again, Jel Cayuna catching the opponents off guard.
That's going to be a lucky break there for Signal. Almost an error, but ZUS Coffee scrambling.
Free ball. And Jel Cayuna tried it. This time Robles was able to salvage that. Cayuna to Gandler. Gonzaga with a save. Here comes Arroyo. And she gets the point.
If there's one player ZUS Coffee can rely on in terms of firepower, that's really Chini Arroyo.
Let's take a look at the spike of the set. Brought to you by Dunkin. Pasalubong ng bayan. So far away from the net.
Yeah.
Pero ang tulis pa rin eh.
All power in that attack for Arroyo.
Bump set to Gandler. Giving it her all. Good stop there by Chini. And last touch. No, there was no check ball.
Nope. Robles trying to outsmart the defense. Going for zone 1. Good decision from Lalong Isip to let that one go. Same story here in the start of set number 2.
Yeah.
Both teams just exchanging points.
So far ZUS doing a good job just playing in step with Signal. They just need to hang on. And that one, no touch either. So this is an error on the attack by Ishi Lalong Isip. That's going to be a free point for ZUS.
Yeah. Coaches almost calling for a challenge. All the players saying, nope, nope, no block touch.
Labas. So we've been seeing long serves the past couple of exchanges here, past couple of points.
Both teams with a slow start yet again. The question is who will be able to get their momentum going first.
Robles is stopped. One more time for Robles. Erica Santos there with the dig. Lalong Isip gets it inside. What an effort there for Jelka Yuna. She still insists on setting up the ball.
The bump sets has been good on the side of Jelka Yuna. Still a perfect set there. A comfortable one for Lalong Isip to go for that explosive approach.
And that one works. So Gagate is very hard to stop from where she is. We saw at the first point, or the first offensive kill block was against Gagate pero hindi na naulit.
And you want a stable passing and digging, talking about Juice Coffee, because you want to involve the middles, because that's what's happening right now on the side of Signal.
Yes. And look at the score. Signal up by just a point. And this is first technical timeout.
Welcome back, PVL fans. Well, you know, we're still at the first game of our doubleheader for this Thursday afternoon, and Signal's up by a set, and they're up by a point, and we just ended our first technical timeout. Now, earlier on today, we did mention that the ZUS Coffee Thunderbells is on that 3-game losing streak, and they're really trying to think, saan sila huhugot ng lakas ng loob? Where are they gonna get that kind of inspiration that they already have? Well, Chini Arroyo just told me right before this game that at this point in time, they really are in the works of trying to find that inspiration within one another. For her, her inspiration is actually none other than Mama Chi Saet, because from that, nakikita niya talaga na hindi nagre-reklamo si Mommy Chi even when they're on that losing streak. And that inspires her and that motivates her to do good in every game that they do. Because just like the Signal Super Spikers, they try to play like it's their last game day. Now back to you, Chiki and AL.
I mean, you have the likes of Chi Saet, you've got Job Gonzaga, Rachel Adaki is also there. I mean, these veterans, these living legends in volleyball, if you will. I don't think anybody will contest that. Ang swerte din talaga nito mga batang to.
Opportunity to learn from the best of the best, but right now, Tia Gagate.
That's what you were saying before we went on our break. Really, the importance of Gagate showing up and being given a chance to shine.
I mean, again, Signal has a lot of firepower, offensive weapons, so you want to get those blocks up on the net, at least to just even slow them down.
Erica Santos couldn't convert that one. And another free point for ZUS. So it should be a combination of really they're taking advantage of the errors from Signal and just really earning their points.
And for ZUS, they wanna keep this rotation. They've got Gonzaga, Gagate, Arroyo up in front.
Good stop there by Mondoñedo. And she's up and ready to set. And that really worked out for ZUS.
Yeah. Eroa working hard on that floor defense just to keep that one alive. And Arroyo again having the hot hands in between Gandler and Katindig.
the moment for Clo Mondoñedo, para siyang libero dun sa save niya. So she was happy about that. Broken play, Aroa setting up Arroyo. Wow! And a reverse bump set. A perfect one. Wow. Arroyo there scoring, and now Signal calls for a timeout.
Saan dumadaan yung palo? Bakit pinablock mo to? Sa gitna nga dumadaan. Eh di ito yung bukas mo kasi wala naman siyang palo dito. Tingnan niyo yung adjust agad. Nakakailang palo na sa gitna. Hindi pa rin tayo gumagalaw. Masyado namang late. Okay, tapos yung nakatapat sa gitna, depensa tayo. Okay? Sige, pasa muna lang. Tapos atake na naman.
Coach Shaq that time.
As we take a look at, of course, our boss, Miko Halili with James Meneses with sports content, or rather with the head of sports there, Miko, and Ricky Palou try to be nonchalant in the back. Of course, enjoying the game. They never show it. And it has been a very interesting second set here. A lot more action.
Yeah. I mean, Angelica Yuna just really utilizing the quick attacks coming from Rose Doria Aquino, and the blocking really hasn't kept up on the side of ZUS Coffee.
And Gagate again, definitely a factor here in the second set. Now with 6 points, and we heard it from the huddle from the timeout. Ayan, na kailangan na mag-adjust ang signal because ito na nga, binibigyan na ng bola si Gagate. And nakikita natin na talagang na-challenge na rin yung blockers.
They need to adjust their defense quickly.
Gonzaga looking for that corner. Si Coach Shaq.
That
Hindi
went
yata
straight
nahagip.
to Coach Shaq.
Oo, hindi nahagip sa inyong mga TV screens, pero nagbabasketball na to si Coach Shaq. So Signal down by 2 this time. So ZUS looking good here in the second set. Ooh. Not a good time for a tip there. Bantay na bantay.
And that's a good response after that timeout of Coach Shaq na pinag-usapan nila yung blocking system. This time, they're able to close down Chini Arroyo, who has been finding good angles earlier.
Outside, and unfortunately for Signal, point they give away via a service error.
Substitutions for ZUS Coffee.
So ZUS was also able to taste the lead in the first set. Pero napapako din sila, so they have to remember what happened in the opening set to make sure that it doesn't repeat. They have to really just protect their lead, right? Gander, a bit quieter in the second set. Troncoso with a power tip picked up by Cayuna there. And down the line goes Erica Santos. She will score her 5th point.
Erica Santos, she's been going cross-court earlier and not really successful, so it was a better option to go down the line right at the corner pocket.
And so deceiving because the way her body was facing, akala mo tatawid yung bola.
Now serving for the Super Spikers.
And substitutions for the first time here for the Signal Super Spikers. Got Giselle C coming in. I think
Tin
Tiamson was the other one for the double sub. Good pickup there by Troncoso. She'll go for the attack. Katidin could not kick that ball in play.
She was caught out of position there. Still tried to use her foot rather just to keep that one alive. But that's not going to be good enough.
Number 10, Arroyo out. Number 17, Fiona Ceballos.
Fiona Ceballos, who started
Now
this
serving
game,
for the
now
Thunderbirds,
back in
Fiona
at the
Ceballos.
serve. see, looking for Gandler. What an approach by Vanny Gandler. That's only her second point here in the second set, but that's 9 in total for Gandler.
Good fast low set also coming from Giselle C. I mean, Gandler challenging Liza Eroa, who has been playing very well in terms of digging. The time could not contain the attack of Gandler.
Good serve. Broken play. Robles making do. That underhanded set coming all the way from back. Robles contributing 2 points.
Yeah, and again, we also know that Robles is a heavy-handed hitter. So kahit andun yung blockers, she will really try to break through.
Outside. Good call there by Vanny Gandler. And Risa Nogales almost, but it was very close actually. ZUS still up by 1, but like we said, this is the same thing from set number 1. They have to be careful not to let that lead slip away. That's a good serve from Jackie. Here's a chance. Saet going out to Robles. Back row attack. Too much, a little too low, but was there a touch?
Yeah. That really did touch the fingertips of Thea Gagate, but that was an unfortunate waste of opportunity there for ZUS Coffee. They had the chance ball earlier. They could not fully maximize it. So Signal now equalizing at 15.
Side pushing it to Robles one more time, and the kill block. Doria Aquino getting to double digits. And we are at our second technical timeout. Signal up by 1. UAAP Season 88 Volleyball is in full swing. Watch the games every Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday on the Filipinas Live app. Also available on the UAAP Varsity channel and One Sports, because legends start here. And many of these legends go on to play here at the PVL. And we're glad you're on hand on this Thursday afternoon. We've got a doubleheader for you coming up. After this matchup, we've got the PLDT high-speed hitters going up against the Farm Fresh Foxies. Meantime, Signal took the first set, 25-18. And ZUS Coffee hanging on here in the second set. Signal now with a 2-point lead. Robles again! What a stop there by Acuna. And going on top of the blockers this time. Alonguisip tries to push the ball. Alonguisip swings, and Thea Gagate.
Signal already tried to recycle that rally, scrambling in defense. So ZUS Coffee able to just keep their net defense right in front of Lalong Isip and Thea Gagate at that. As you mentioned, Chiki, she has the height, she has the length. She is a difficult player to challenge in the net.
And this time a soft one. Mondoñedo read that one. And Gonzaga is blocked. She saves her own ball. Now another chance here for Signal. Right pin. That one inside. 2 points in a row off the block for ZUS Coffee. And look at that score.
Yeah, net defense leveling up here on the side of ZUS Coffee. Perfectly reading the offense of Signal.
Good defense on both sides. Robles. Oh, nice one by Tinti Amson.
Keeping it there with Ces Robles, seeing that she was gonna go for that soft touch. Tiamzon going for that stretch, that right hand, getting the kill block.
Yeah. Athleticism for you. The hang time of Tinti Amson. She gets her first point.
Serving for the Super Spikers, Jel Cayuna.
Tough serve. Gandler with a save. Who's going up for that? Gandler again. And Ceballos with another good dig. Both sweepers working hard. Look at those saves. Gonzaga hitting it off the hands and knowing that she had the advantage against Talong-Isip.
Gonzaga has always been highly confident when there's only one blocker right in front of her. Just having all the angles open for her, but this time choosing the outer hand of Talong-Isip.
Those saves, the sweepers in the back doing good job, both Gandler and Ceballos. Perfect pass from Gandler, resulting into that easy point. Again, Doria Aquino now with 11 points. She is the top scorer for Signal so far.
And it seems like the game plan for Signal is to activate Roslyn Doria Aquino. A lot of attempts and a lot of points already.
Perfect. And that is what happens. Tit for tat. Said Zeus. Kaya din natin yan. And look at the score.
A good matchup there right in the middle for Rose Doria Aquino and Thea Gagate. Going on top that time. Floor defense also not quick enough to defend.
Micah Go coming in for the first time at the service line. Floater. Talong-Isip with a pass. Erica Santos. Ball is still good. Let's see what happens here on the Signal side. Good stop there by Robles. Gonzaga with a swing. Back set. Smart play. That was the right set for Jel Cayuna.
Yep. And Erica Santos also just a nice touch on that ball just to get it over. Again, the soft touch is really working here for the Super Spikers.
This is an exciting end stretch for this second set. It's anybody's ball game. Oh, bumalik ang bola. Another chance here for Zeus. Gonzaga with a swing. Talong-Isip with a save. Gandler off speed. Nice read by Klo. Bumalik ang bola. Off speed. That's the one that works.
And that's just relentless offense coming from the veteran. Blocked a couple of times, but having that last opportunity to go for an off-speed attack.
And that campfire there, really Signal caught unawares by that off-speed hit. Good stop again by Robles. Arroyo. And now Signal with a counter. Gandler can't get it through. Neither can Arroyo with a defense from both sides. It's working so well. One more time. Ooh. Sorry, coach. Not counted. What an exciting exchange, IL.
Chini Arroyo really stepping up big. Timeout, Signal.
Okay, sige. Pero maximize ha, tatlo attacker natin sa harap. Okay, sige. Pasa muna ulit. Good pass naman tayo. Kailangan na makakonvert tayo ng puntos sa ano natin sa atake, okay? Attack cover lang tayo. Tapos establish tayo ng block dun sa pag-wing nila. Okay? Block defense, okay? Sige, go. Pasa muna. Salang. Kapit lang.
Let's take a second look on that explosive attack of Chini Arroyo. Jel Cayuna was right at the spot to go for that dig, just couldn't contain that one. In the timeout, Coach Chuck saying na mag-establish ng block sa wing attackers because Chini Arroyo racking up points here.
Gandler again with that approach. And she is going to get them even at 21 apiece here. Anybody's second set, like we said, and ZUS definitely playing they're playing better volleyball in the second set.
Really, it will boil down to composure and consistency.
Lucky for ZUS Coffee. Another serve that sails outside, and they will get a 1-point lead.
Now serving, Chini Arroyo.
Chini Arroyo has been definitely a factor here in the second set. Again, Gandler. Save, ball still alive. Arroyo playing good offense and defense. And there's another save. Woo! Good heads up there by Erica Santos. One more time for Gandler. She finally finds her spot. Third time's a charm for Vanny Gandler. That's her 12th point.
And in that long rally, all players exclusively going to Vanny Gandler, scoring on her third attempt. That time avoiding the blockers, finding zone 6 open.
Good serve. Seth Robles blocked. Mondoñedo going up for the hit, almost. I think she is insisting that it was inside. We haven't seen a video challenge yet in the second set. Might be a good time for this for ZUS. They call it for a net fault or a ball in, ball out?
I believe it's a net fault challenge. Blockers reading that Mondoñedo was going for a 1-2 play, tried to stay aggressive up the net. Could be the reason for the net fault, but again, we have to wait for the result of the challenge.
Okay, we're looking at the signal players, if they really were at the net. No clean, and that ball did go out, the attack of Mondoñedo, so that is a point for the Signal Super Spikers.
Thunderbells still have one more challenge remaining in the set.
That was worth a shot, though, for Signal, or for ZUS, rather.
But now Signal on the lead, 23 serving 22.
Robles hitting it off the hands. Buhay Pambola. Over. Another chance here for Signal. Whoa! Good heads up by Aroa there. Robles going cross court. Dawn was there. Lalong isip. Denied there. Running attack is stopped by Gonzaga. Oh, one-on-one. Robles wins against Cayuna's block.
Also a loose block coming from Cayuna. Take a second look on that. A good set coming from Mondoñedo and Cayuna. A little bit late in closing down that block.
Serving for ZUS Coffee, Riza Nogales.
23 all. Perfect pass. Lalong isip pushes the ball in. Robles with that underhanded set there, making do. She goes one more time, too close to the net. And there you see the height advantage on the Signal side. Cesc Robles struggling a little bit there.
That also was a bit too tight that time. Robles did not have enough space to even find an angle. Two blockers already up in the net.
That sets up Signal for their first set point in the second set. And Joel Encarnacion seeing action for the first time at the serve. This could be game-winning point. Cayuna will go for the attack. And why not? She had 7 points in that game prior, and she's already on 4 points, and the winning point is that for the second set. So that was close for Signal, and a really good showing for ZUS here in the second frame. Talk more about it after the break. What an exciting second set. 25-23, the final score. 25-18 was set one, still won by Signal, so they're now up 2-0. But how Zeus played in the second set, if they keep at it, I think they just might make it through to the third set and on to the fourth set. But first, let's go back to what happened here.
Well, again, the ZUS Coffee, as I mentioned, they were able to start strong. They were able to control the momentum in the beginning. Chini Arroyo upping up the intensity in terms of her firepower in offense. Thea Gagate stepping up in that net defense. But for Signal, it was just a matter of consistency and composure in the tail end, showing a lot of maturity and handling the pressure. As you see the numbers on your screens, if you take a look at the number, that's how close the game was in set number 2. Only one more attack point for the Super Spikers. And the errors, again, for the Thunderbells, they have 6, and some of those coming in crucial moments, especially in moments where they were already building momentum.
Impressive numbers in the blocking category. We got 4 blocks from each side, and that has been the story. We've seen very active and very tired, not tired, but very challenged middle blockers. Talagang ginagamit sila today.
Yeah, definitely. You know what, Tita Chiki and Ayal? I was observing from the sidelines, and one thing that I noticed with these two teams is that they're playing with more happiness this time around, especially with Zeus, because I also got to talk to Thea, and she did say that for this game, they really wanted to be more relaxed and less of that pressure, because we were talking about it in the pregame, that the pressure could be getting to them. So maybe this time around, what's working out for them, because it's a tight match as well, it's a close match, so maybe that enjoyment that comes within, that could maybe work out for the Zeus Coffee Thunderbells.
And that kind of thing definitely is set by the veterans in the squad, because they will set the tone, they will set the mood, and you know that you've got Jovelyn Gonzaga leading the pack, and the kind of positivity that she brings in to the game, not to mention the firepower in her attacks. Then I think Zeus really has a chance here to keep playing in this third set.
Yep. Veterans will be the pillars here in set number 3. A must-win set for Zeus Coffee.
Yeah, definitely. Well, later on we'll hear more stories from me. So now I'll just get back to the sidelines and also see what stories I can tell more from both of these teams.
Thanks so much, Lexi Rodriguez, of course, still joining us here and getting us the latest from the sidelines. Third set underway, and Zeus Coffee scores first. As you mentioned, Ayel, this is a must-win for them.
Yeah. The Signal really building on their confidence here.
But the numbers, like you said, show that it would have really been, it could have easily been a Zeus Coffee win in that second set.
Again, they were able to start strong. Players also stepping up. They were looking more cohesive.
Yeah.
But in the tail end, it was Signal really staying composed.
Of course, Jel Cayuna showing her versatility. And there's Cayuna chasing after the ball, setting it up for Erica Santos with that power tip. And Signal will score their first point here in set 3. Erica Santos has 7 so far. Gandler, top scorer for Signal with 12 points, but
Serving for Signal.
right there behind her is Dory Aquino with 11. And you know, I mentioned that they have really been utilized. Tired, we don't know, because they're not showing any signs really of fatigue yet.
Keep on going and going here, talking about the middle blockers.
Yeah. Chini Arroyo is another one of those energizer bunnies na walang kapaguran.
Explosive approach yet again coming from Arroyo, breaking the blocks of the Super Spikers. Another good start here for Zeus Coffee.
Oh, nice block there by Nogales. And there is a violation, I think a net violation called by our down ref, Daniel Palada, against Zeus.
Yeah, I believe from
Serving for
Chini
the Super
Arroyo
Spikers,
that
Doria Aquino.
time on her way down.
Uho short, a little too sharp. That one is outside.
I understand why Gander wanted to go for the sharp cross. Two tall blockers that time, Gonzaga and Nogales up in front of her.
Perfect pass from Lalong Isip. Combination attack. Haven't seen too many of those today, partner.
Right? Coming from Signal, who is known for their combination plays.
And off the hand. Sometimes just these open sets work.
Especially if you have wing attackers like Gandler and Santos who are really athletic and can break through.
Service, Santos.
Signal still down by a point. Gonzaga sending it over. Running attack. And that one is for Jackie Acuña. And she contributes her 4th point. Again, very good ball distribution here from Jel Cayuna. She herself has 4 points, as usual, contributing also. Winning that second set, by the way.
And that's just going to be a challenge for ZUS Coffee, how they'll be able to read the offense of Signal. But Signal also has to improve their net defense because ZUS Coffee starting to pick up their offense.
Let's take a look at the spike of the set brought to you by Duncan Pasalubong ng Bayan. And if Risa Nogales gets her game going like Thea Gagate, then then the middle blockers, either one, will really spell the difference here for ZUS.
I agree.
Robles, stop there by Duremdes. Oh, nice up by Santos. Great defense. Another one to Nogales and Erica Santos. Naputo uli.
Long rally.
Back row attack.
Good dig from Lalong Isip.
Yeah. Santos! That was definitely all Santos in that exchange with the 2 great saves and the put away.
Yep. Good decision to go for that long shot and go to zone 1. Take a look at that defense pattern. Caught off guard that time on the side of ZUS Coffee.
Service, Gantler.
Oops, that one is outside. I think Gandor really was going for Jov Gonzaga. Just missed the mark a little bit.
Yeah, and too much angle also on that serve. ZUS Coffee just trying to keep in pace here. Still a 1-point lead for them.
Perfect pass. Acuña using the hands of Robles. Quick point for Signal.
And these are also missed opportunities for ZUS Coffee. Let's take a second look on that slide attack of Acuña. Robles able to slow that down, still high enough for a first touch, but no one really attempting.
Mondoñedo looking for Robles, and that one is outside. Did she get a check ball? No check.
Yeah, no check. Signal now overtakes ZUS Coffee.
And again, we are left to guess what is going through the mind of Coach Jerry. Robles off speed there. Along Isip with the read. One more time for Cess. This time hitting off the hands of Jel Cayuna. Trying to get the point. Cess Robles really challenged here.
Right? But that was a good attack, seeing that Jel Cayuna was still transitioning back on that net block, net defense rather. Ooh.
Net getting in the way of Jel Cayuna's 1-2. That was a good time for it though. Nobody was expecting it, but luckily for ZUS, the net helped them out. And ZUS up by 1 in this first technical timeout.
Welcome back, PVL fans. You know what? The Thunderbells are still looking if they can extend this match to a fourth set with them being up on this first technical timeout here in the third set. But you know what? The assignment of the Signal Super Spikers for this game is to be more creative in terms of everything that they can do. You know what? Our Filipinos Live poll question for today is which libero will command the floor? But with the performance of everybody right now, like Jel Cayuna, Erica Santos, they're all really trying to cover the floor in all aspects of this event. But you know what? With anything else, Jel Cayuna is here to be more creative with the sets that she does, with the plays that she gives to its attackers. But in that case, what is it about that this Signal Super Spikers that everybody is still up to see? What do you think, Chiki and Ayel?
Well, so far Signal is down by 1, but you know, you're right about how everybody has been contributing on defense. You know, we highlighted, of course, the big names, the liberos here. We got Dawn and we got Aroa, but the way Ginny Arroyo has been sweeping, Gandler, and everybody just getting down and dirty on the floor. It's really been a all-team effort in defense.
As Tia Gagate will score another one.
Yeah, that's 2 points for Tia Gagate while Lexi was making her report. And that gets ZUS Coffee up by 2. Of course, they need to win this set. They want to keep playing on. And, you know, if you're ZUS, you really want that chance to keep playing because they've found their groove already.
As Ces Robles gets an ace there. She wants to continue her stint there on the service line.
Ooh, too close to the net. Balik sa ZUS. Oh, that one, a miss. It happened.
And it's the simple errors for ZUS Coffee, really miscues, unable to save a second touch or a third touch. Not making a lot of errors in terms of attacking.
It's not going to matter much when it comes to the efficiency of Tia Gagate because she has been scoring so much there. So that's just that one kink. And now she is also a good decoy. Ooh! Look at that play! Again, we've been missing the combination attacks from Signal.
Jel Cayuna starting to be creative in terms of playmaking. Again, she knows that ZUS has tall blockers right in front, confusing them that time.
Perfect pass from Robles. Arroyo did not waste it.
And you wonder where Arroyo is getting all that power.
Yeah.
You can really hear from the contact, really staying aggressive in terms of offense.
Yeah, she's really quite the athlete. She's so limber.
Yeah.
We saw a lot of saves when she was sweeping from the back. Oh, nice stop there by Gagate. Arroyo pushing the ball in. Balik sa ZUS. One more time for Chini Arroyo. Stopped by Duremdes. Oops.
Almost a miscue there.
Wow. And that is ZUS just really playing heads-up volleyball there. Everything coming together for the ZUS Coffee Thunderbells, and now Signal needing to call for timeout.
Kasi tayo yung atake. Bas, ito mo, free ball, o di patay tayo. Diba? Pag-isipan niyo yung ginagalaw natin. Okay? Papabayaan yung galawan. Ha? Okay, pasa muna ulit. Okay? Sige, pasa. Pasa muna maganda, tapos attack over ulit tayo. Okay, ha? Go, go, go.
Nasa kanila yung pressure kasi outside. Sige!
Well, that's a good reminder from the veteran captain Don Katindig. The pressure is really on the side of the black shirts.
Yep.
But the way they're playing so relaxed and confident.
Yeah, they found their groove here talking about ZUS Coffee, but again, they were in the same exact position in set number 2.
That's true.
Cruising, leading, but Signal able to come back, and that's what they want right now.
Arroyo is on fire. She is in double digits. Not to mention all of her excellent digs.
Yep.
She is playing an all-around game, Chini Arroyo.
And this is what was lacking in their set 1 loss. the points, the scoring of Chini Arroyo, building up her confidence here as the game goes on.
And that is another error at the serve. Again,
Now
these
serving for the
things,
Super Spikers,
they will add up.
Aquino.
These unnecessary
Yep.
errors.
Hurting their own momentum.
Yeah. Good stop there by Doria Aquino. Oh, somebody at the net.
Touch.
And it is called against Danny Gander, or rather Signal. I don't know who was at
Yep.
the net. You can see, but
Gander.
Zeus will get that point.
Serving for the Thunderbelt.
Gander apologizing that time. It was that swipe
Oh, yeah.
and her scraping the white tape.
And she makes up for that one right away with a hit out.
Bounce back point for Vani Gander. Also a better and more
Erica
steady set
Santos now
coming from
serving
Jel
for Signal.
Cayuna.
Perfect pass. Oh, Arroyo denied by Jackie Acuna. And that is an offensive block. That is a block, kill block.
That shoot set from Mondoñedo. I mean, for Arroyo, no more options for her but to go cross. And Acuna just waiting there, hands really up, pressed in at the right time.
That's 6 for Jackie Acuna. Ooh, down the line. Don Katindig tried but couldn't get it up. She was in the right place, but too strong from Chini Arroyo. 3-point lead for Zeus Coffee in the second technical timeout. The 2026 PVL All-Filipino Conference is in full swing. Watch it on Pilipinas Live app anytime, anywhere. Also available on One Sports and One Sports Plus. And we welcome all of you wherever you might be catching us. Chiqui Rowapuno with Ayala Estraniero and Lexi Rodriguez completing our three-woman panel today. And for those of you just joining us, it is a two-set lead by Signal, 25-18 was the first set, and 25-23 the score in the second set. Zeus fighting hard here in set 3. They're up by 3 points after the second technical timeout. And a chance here to make it a 4-point lead. Chini Arroyo hitting it outside, and that is an error. Nobody with a touch there, so Signal will get that point.
And Zeus Coffee has to be careful here. They can't give away free points. Signal able to come back earlier. They can open an opportunity for Signal to build some momentum.
Robles is in front.
Wow,
What a
great
stop
dig.
there. Well, it's fun to watch Aroa and Katindig, no? Whoop, ball still alive. It is, I think, the first referee calling for... Oh, no, it is a challenge, actually.
Of that Cesc Robles attack. Signal was saying walang block touch. It was supposed to be 4 touches.
That right there was a chance to see the liberos hard at work. Did you see those stops by both Laisa Aroa and Don Katindig?
Really the anchor of offense for both squads.
We asked you at the top of the coverage to participate in our Filipinas Live question. Who will cover the floor better? That's a tough question, seeing how these two liberos work. Let's see the block touch.
There you
Meron
go.
ba?
No block touch. So that's gonna be a successful challenge for
Challenge by Signal is
Signal.
successful. Point goes to the Super
so
Spikers.
they will have to give the point, reward the point to the Super Spikers.
Vanny Gandler is also very active today with 15 points. Good defense again from ZUS. Oh, and rejected there by Signal. And now we're tied at 16. Napako ang ZUS Coffee.
Yeah, a mini run here coming from the Super Spikers allows them to equalize in the crucial stretch of the set.
And we're seeing different personalities here. You got Tinti Amson, Giselle C, and that was Joel Encarnacion with that stuff block. So a different mix of players now for the Signal Super Spikers. They're trying for a sweep. And that is a lucky break here for ZUS. They regained the lead via that service error by Vanny Gandler.
Serving for ZUS Coffee, Riza Nogales.
Perfect pass, C to Acuna. And again, you know, we see the system here in the Signal Super Spikers. Once you get the perfect pass to the setter, they make things work.
And again, we've talked about this before the conference started. Signal is a team that's very intact, not a lot of players. Everyone has been in the program for a time now. So you can really see the connection and the chemistry.
Robles again. And
On the line for Cesc Robles.
that one is going to be a point. Cesc Robles also with 7 points now. She stepped up today.
And number 21, team captain Chloe and
So far it is Gagate and Arroyo leading the charge with 11 points each.
Now
And
serving
at the first set, we're asking who's gonna step up, who's gonna be the go-to, and right now everyone actually stepping up on the side of ZUS.
Yeah, you're right. Vanny Gandler gets that one through, unchallenged for her 16th point.
Good sets so far coming from C. Another solo block there for Vanny Gandler.
Again, you talk about the system. I mean, Vanny Gandler being available from back row.
Spikers, Jel Cayuna.
And Jel Cayuna being in the service area. She is one of the 3 Signal Super Spikers in the top 10 serving category. Whoa, that one got away from Don Catindig, and that's going to be a point for ZUS. Jov Gonzaga. She just keeps going.
She will be a crucial point here, you know, in moments like those. Setters usually goes to their wing attackers.
Now
So
serving for the Thunderbell, Cesc
Gonzaga,
Robles.
Arroyo, and Robles will be crucial here in the tail end.
Good first ball from Encarnacion. And Erica Santos with a quick
Erica
point.
Santos.
Fast low set coming from Cayuna, the perfect one to Erica Santos with an open block there. Thea Gagate unable to put a block on the cross-court angle.
Good serve, but Aroa took care of that one. Combination attack. Hey, first time we've seen that from ZUS.
Gonzaga.
And Gonzaga, again, having her personal momentum here, having the hot
For
hands
ZUS Coffee.
for ZUS Coffee.
Number 3,
Like you
Gagate
said,
out
everybody
number 1,
contributing
Micah
both
Roque.
offensively and defensively here for ZUS Coffee. That's why they look this good here in this third set.
Really challenging and putting some pressure on Signal.
When actually the pressure is all on ZUS to
Right.
have to win this third set. Almost, but that is a hit out for Vanny Gandler. Her 17th point. She's chasing 23 points, which is how she finished in that game that before this one
Now serving Rose
against
Gloria
Akari.
Yeah, 23 points in that loss against Akari.
Ooh, good stop there by Signal. Cayuna gets the setup. Erica Santos deep, but Cesc Robles with a save. Gonzaga can contort different ways. Gandler swings and gets the point, and the crowd here, audience here in San Juan enjoying that last exchange.
I mean, Signal almost scrambling in the defense, but you've got to admire really Cayuna for stabilizing their offense. Another good set. Gandler with another good hit. Timeout. ZUS Coffee.
Bantay ka, Risa.
Nandito na tayo. Harap ka, boy. Agad kami, Chinya. Agad ka, ha? Overage! Walang bibitaw!
UAAP Season 88 Volleyball is in full swing. Watch the games every Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday on the Filipinas Live app. Also available on the UAAP Varsity channel and One Sports, because legends start here. Exciting third set. A must-win for ZUS Coffee, but they are looking good. Though down by a point. It's been tit for tat all set long. Not too many big leads. Arroyo stopped there by Encarnacion. Cayuna still looking for Gandler. Robles there with the defense. Arroyo denied, but the ball is still good. Great defense here by ZUS. Erica Santos, that was a difficult one. Another chance here. Gandler will just send it through. Riza Nogales is playing heads-up volleyball.
Yeah. And both teams really solid floor defense, but Gandler with a tight of a set coming from Encarnacion.
And you know, we're seeing ZUS outlast Signal with these long rallies.
Right.
And that is just a testament to their composure.
Yeah. Really holding tight in the set.
Ooh. But then when you don't get the exchanges back and forth, Gandler will just finish like that. Got a put away for Gandler with her 19th point now. Down the line she goes.
Oh, wow. Well calculated attack there from Gandler.
Good pass there by Aroa. Arroyo! Again, Aroa with a save. Good rebound again for ZUS. They keep the ball in play. Oy! Lumabas! And Arroyo talaga nang hinayang doon. That's a good effort by ZUS, definitely. But Aroa and her heroics.
Right.
No wonder she was the libero of the conference. But they're down by 2. They need to call for time, ZUS Coffee.
Apakan mo rin niya lang kasi at labas na ako. Kasi siya ano eh. Labas na ako ha. Pasok si Chini. Chini! Chin! Ikaw short ball doon. Short ball ka. Paano lang depende. Hard ako ha, hard. Tatlo pa. Tatlo pa sa harap. Ito sa likod. Kaya tiklon ako. Long ako. Ikaw lang sa dikte. Ako ano ako sa defense. Yeah. Tinitapon ako. Let's go!
23-21. Well, Signal wants to cement their position there on top with a 5th win. As we take a look at the standings, IL.
Yeah, for Signal, they want to get the win. They want to stay on top because, again, the top 4 will go to the qualifying round. An opportunity for a ticket to the semis. For ZUS Coffee, they are in the bottom of the standings. They just want to find momentum here because if they stay in the bottom, they will, in terms of the play-in, they will have to start in the bottom. That also means putting more hard work, putting more effort just to get into the top. But again, they still have an opportunity.
Yeah, all's not lost for ZUS Coffee. And that's what's interesting about this conference. Even if you end up at the bottom of the standings, you still get a way in. A tough way in. This is match point for Signal. Let's see if ZUS can hold out. Good stop there. Oh! And Riza Nogales continues to fight. That's her 6th point. And ZUS Coffee still in it.
Time out, Signal.
Time out, Signal.
break ko lang yung momentum ha. Pasa tayo maganda. Kuha tayo sa atake and then cover pa rin. Ha? Pag nakuha nila, block defense ulit tayo. Ha? Ikaw, pasa mo na. Hinga.
Pasa-pasa, isang magandang pasa.
Endgame ha?
Coach Shaq very clear about that. Just wanted to break the momentum, but we take a look at PLDT now waiting in the wings. They are up next against Farm Fresh. PLDT also,
Serving
as you
versus
showed us,
Coffee,
and the
Chili
standings
Arroyo.
is in the top 4, also with 4 wins so far, 1 loss. Will this be 5 wins now for Signal? Not if ZUS can help it. Oh, still good.
Yep.
Another chance here for Gandler to win the set. She does it by a hit out. And the end game said Vanny Gandler, well, she put an end to that game for sure.
And that's the strength of Signal this conference. They know how to close out
Yeah.
sets and games, and Vanny Gandler has been in the forefront of that offensive system, again, doing the finishing touches for Signal.
But what a valiant effort for ZUS Coffee, particularly in the second and third sets. I mean, they really showed what they can do and just how tough they were on defense and just their fight. They showed it. Like you said, all is not lost for ZUS yet. It's going to be tougher moving on from here, but still, they are not out of the things yet. Meantime, Signal now adding another win, making it 5-2 for them. We'll take a quick break. Straight set win for the Signal Super Spikers, really undoing that 5-set heartbreak of a loss against Akari. And Lexi Rodriguez is with our player of the game. Go, Lexi.
That's right, Chiki and Ayel. I am with the player of the game from the Signal Super Spikers, none other than our Ate Rose Doria Aquino with 11 points. Oh my gosh. You know, okay, yes, let's let her strike first. But you know, Ate Rose, napakasaya ng team, napakasaya ng panalo na to. First of all, I just wanted to ask, what does this win mean to you and the rest of the team?
Para sa team, syempre, coming from the loss, kailangan namin pagtrabahuan. And then, sinaga namin kung ano yung mga pagkukulang po namin last game.
And kanina, nag-uusap din kaming mga teammates mo na yung assignment talaga ngayon ni Coach Shaq sa inyo is to be more creative, and pinakita nyo na hindi lang kayo creative with your attacks but also with the blocks and all of the plays that you guys have been doing. Sa mga ganong pagkakataon, lalo na kapag malapit yung mga matches and yung mga sets, ano yung nangyayari sa utak? What are you thinking of at that moment?
For me, yung ano talaga, team effort. Yung communication namin, paano namin i-overcome kung malayo man yung score.
And you know, dalawa na lang yung games nyo in this preliminary round. Ano pa yung mga dapat naming i-expect? What else should we expect from the Signal Super Spikers or from our very own Rosalie Doria Aquino?
Syempre, hindi pa rin kami hihinto. Mag-work pa rin kami kung ano yung mga kailangan naming i-polish.
Meron ka bang mga gustong batiin, family or friends?
Binabati ko po yung family ko sa Pangasinan, Doria and Aquino family, yung family po ng teammates ko, Signal Management. Thank you po.
Congratulations, Ate Rose, and to the rest of the Signal Super Spikers, Chiki and Ayel. Let's wrap this up.
Congratulations to our player of the game. Like we said, really the middles worked hard today. Both the game and Dea Gagate also got some a lot of quality time on the court as we take a look at the highlights.
Again, it was a close match between Signal and ZUS Coffee. But for Signal, they were able to take the opportunities, especially in the tail end of set number 2 and number 3. That's where they were able to display their composure, their consistency, and their system as a whole, knowing that they have an intact core. But for ZUS Coffee, again, so many bright spots. Chini Arroyo, again, leading the way for them with that firepower in terms of offense. Their veteran, Jov Gonzaga, stepping up in crucial moments. And you've got Dea Gagate and Riza Nogales with solid blocking and contributing some points. Also team effort on their end, but again, ZUS Coffee will just need to learn how to close out sets. They still have an opportunity, again, even if they are in the bottom of the standing. So it's important that they keep on building their confidence and momentum here at this conference.
All right, and as you can tell, the action will continue here as we look at more of the big plays of that match, and a lot of steady playmaking by Jelka Yuna. Also very commendable the Clomo Toniado, even in her defense. Dami rin niyang saves.
So you see the numbers on your screens. 47 attack points for the Super Spikers, 38 for Thunderbells, but more importantly, Super Spikers playing more efficiently in terms of offense. 11 kill blocks, double-digit tally there in that department for Signal. That's huge for them against the 7 on the Thunderbells, and both teams the same number of errors. So it really did boil down to the efficiency and consistency in terms of attacking and blocking in this match.
Really props to ZUS for showing a good fight against the #1 team so far in the league, and that's the Signal Super Spikers. They will stay on top now with a 5-2 record, and that is not the last game of our Thursday game day. We have the PLDT high-speed hitters getting ready to face off against the Farm Fresh Foxies. That's coming up, so make sure you stay with us for that. Meantime, on behalf of Lexi Rodriguez, my partner, ILS Raniero, our director, Marvin Chavez, and all the men and women of Signal Sports, this has been Chiki Roapuno. We thank you for joining us at our continuing coverage of the 2026 Premier Volleyball League All-Filipino Conference.